o'clock news for Wednesday, May 10th. Today, a major milestone has been achieved in India. Their current population has reached 1 billion people. We now go live to Marcus Dumden, who is on scene at India's Safdarjung Hospital. Marcus?
Thank you, Eric. I'm here at the Safdarjung Hospital in New Delhi, India, where the 1 billionth citizen was born today.
Sorry to interrupt you, Marcus, but we have breaking news. The final 2 suspects in the murder of Sergeant Bruce Prothero have been apprehended in Pennsylvania. Brothers Richard Antonio Moore and Wesley John Moore have been taken into police custody and are being transported to Baltimore for their incarceration. We received information that they were hiding out at their uncle's apartment, and shortly after returning from a convenience store trip, they were apprehended by the police. We will continue to update you on the information as it comes in. Yes? Yes, okay. Thank you. This just in, our reporter Luis Montano is on scene in Philadelphia and is prepared to give a report. Over to you, Luis.
Eric!
Marcus?
You son of a
You were in
bitch!
India. How
Get
are
back
you?
here!
Good heavens! It does appear that my colleague Eric seems to be in a bit of a kerfuffle at the moment. I'm William Jones and I'll be taking over his segment for the time being. Anywho, over to our reporter Luis Montano, who's on scene in Philadelphia. Luis?
Thank you, William. I'm here in Philadelphia, and sorry for the interruption, but it seems my colleague Marcus is dealing with a bit of anger issues at the moment, and is causing some technical difficulties for the rest of our crew. Sorry for the disruption, however. What the hell? Marcus! How can you do this to our friends? You killed them all!
Sir, we're on.
Oh, sorry folks. As I was saying, 3 months ago in Baltimore, Sergeant Bruce Prothero was shot and killed in a jewelry store robbery gone wrong. Thankfully, the last 2 suspects have been apprehended and they were found hiding in their uncle's apartment here in Pennsylvania. A task force composed of Philadelphia and Baltimore police was sent to arrest them. This just in, Wesley Moore's lawyer, Paul DeWolf, is on the phone.
Hi there.
Paul, would you like to tell us what's happening right now?
Why, yes, thank you, Luis. At the moment, my client and his brother have been wrongfully arrested for a crime they did not commit. In fact, I have evidence that he is innocent.
Oh, please tell.
The police had tear-gassed witness homes in an attempt to force them to testify or falsify their testification. This lack of regard for witness integrity absolutely infuses doubt into their case. And as we know, the jury must convict beyond a reasonable doubt. Therefore, their case is invalid and my client remains consistent with innocence.
Alright, well that's all for me now. I'll hand it back over to you, William.
Wow, thank you, Luis. What an interesting story. So, unfortunately, that is all the information we've collected at this time. So, more at 11 on this case. In other news, the Houston Astros beat the Rockies this afternoon, and Oakland beat the Anaheim Angels in their recent game. Oh, you don't say. This just in, Sergeant Bruce Prothero's widow, Ann Prothero, is on the phone. Ann, we're so sorry for your loss. Is there anything you'd like to say to the folks watching at home?
Thank you, William. It's great to be here, but I do have a story to get to after all about my poor husband and my children.
Well, go right ahead then.
Well, my husband was a loving man, a good father, and those ruthless savages killed him and left 5 children fatherless. Now no one will take him fishing, no one to play catch with, no one will bring him down the aisle with their bride. The men who did this deserve to be put in prison for the rest of time or receive the highest punishment possible, the death penalty. Because the rest of my family and I shall forever be grief-stricken at my poor husband's death on that one fateful day when they decided to rob a jewelry store and he had to be the hero in the case.
Wow. Thank you, Miss Prothero. Such a touching story. So again, that is all the information we have at this time on this case, so more at 11. So let's continue with our other news. Today, the stock market Yes? He's back on the air? How is that even remotely possible? You don't know? Alrighty then. Folks, it appears that my colleague Eric Lumen is back on the air and will be closing out tonight's news. So without further ado, over to you in Baltimore, Eric Lumen. Thank you, William. Today, Baltimore experienced over $300 million in damages after the catastrophic events here at the Baltimore news station. Hey, you need to be quiet. Do you see what you did? Do you see what you did? Shut up. I'm on air. We're live. We're live. Fine. In other news, the tariffs hit today and the stock market fell 300 points. We go live now to Jay Smith, live at the World Trade Center. Jay.
Good heavens. It does appear Eric is back into his kerfuffle. So we're just gonna call it here for tonight. Thank you for watching Baltimore News 3. We'll be back at 11 with more news. Thank you and have a good night.